Howdy dorks! Hola! 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 How's it going? Welcome in, Lennox. How's it going? We're starting a brand new game today. I'm starting a new to me game called Foundation, and it's gonna be fun and chill, and who knows, happy Saturday, hooray. We just finished a very nice graphic novel. It involved me speaking for long periods of time, which is super cool. You know, I enjoyed it and all, but maybe something a little more low-key. This isn't Elden Ring. This isn't a graphic novel. We're returning to our roots with a nice little city builder. I heard some really good things about that game, so have I. Another one of our frequent people, JM, has recommended it to me. I don't know, it looks good, so we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what's going up. I have done literally nothing in this game. I haven't touched the tutorial or anything, so we're gonna hop right into it. I'm also gonna keep the music going, because it's been a little while since we've had our chill playlist going. I'm sure Foundation has its own great soundtrack and everything, but I'm gonna listen to my music today because I want to. And that's it. Today's episode, I forgot my thing. I forgot to do my thing. Thinking about doing a bit of nostalgia for me anyway. Game on stream sometimes nostalgia's always good. What are you nostalgic for? I think nostalgia and I always go back to Dwarf Fortress, so I've gotten that taken care of. Today's episode brought to you by Rocks. Bang them together, but also by you clicking on buttons somewhere down there. Usually, it's, you know, just click on something. That's helpful, right? That's all I care about. And we're gonna do the thing. Oh, and it crashed. It just crashed in that moment. That's a good sign. That's a real good sign. Okay, let's get that. We'll get that going again. I didn't even switch to the game. I switched the scene on OBS, and that triggered a crash. That is strange. Oh well. There we go. We'll see if volume stuff is all good. Takes a minute to load. And I believe this is also an early access game, right? So I'm not expecting a complete, fully featured game, but I think it's been around for a bit. So I'm expecting some stuff. There's their December update. Cool, yeah, in September, yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna new game it. Oh, custom maps, that's cool. I'm gonna use one of the pre-mades for sure, right? Oh dear, okay. Dwarf Fortress is always a good option. This is a game that came out when I was in middle school, and I personally think it's the grandfather to Stardew in terms of the way the story works. You have to use your resources and delve deeper into the game as farming and selling element. Turning 18 years old as of next month. Well, what's it called? You say precursor to Stardew and I think of like Harvest Moon, but there's a bunch of games that could fit in that category, right? Rune Factory. Oh, I've heard about Rune Factory. I have not played Rune Factory, but I have heard of Rune Factory. And it has like there's some later iterations, right? Didn't Rune Factory 4, isn't that a recent thing? Ish? I don't know. There's been multiple, I know that much. So we got Coastal 5 just came out in 22, there you go. I've played none of them. Are you gonna stream the original? I have no idea what the original looks like. So we got idyllic beachfront coves protected by cliffs, whilst inland and rolling hills and plains are ideal for settling and farming. That sounds cool. Fluvial. We can be on like we can be like on a whatchamacallit, a delta. Bridges must be built earlier to allow passage across rivers for villagers, traders, and immigrants alike. Interesting. Then there's hills. Green pastures and a rounded landscape like no other. Absence of fishing can make it more challenging. Yeah, I bet. And then mountain. Offers a small coastal stretch of land, rough elevated terrain at your back. Challenge your establishment. Yeah, okay. And then valley. I think we're gonna do coastal. This looks like the beginner one, right? I have no mods, correct? Harvest Moon, that's a game I haven't heard in ages. I mean, that's like old school, right? That's like N64 era. I think we own Rune Factory 4 on Switch, that's right. Curious about the first one. I am too. I haven't even watched you play the one that we have, though. Oh, I don't think I'm getting game sound. I think... Here, hold on. Game audio... You... There we go. It's gonna be quiet back there, but I think that's fine. Maybe a little bird sounds. After a long journey throughout the realm, your people finally reach new lands, your lands, territories you were asked to settle for reasons of your own. Interesting. Your villagers await your command. They are eager to advise your steps if you require so. Yeah, let me hear your advice, please. It was fun, but I struggled at a certain point, maybe because I was playing it post-surgery. That probably doesn't help. How complicated is it? First piece of advice comes from the eldest of your villagers. He suggests you consider basic needs when settling down. I guess that makes sense. Berries for your people, stone and wood for your construction efforts. The rest will find its way. Okay. Cool. And then what do we got? Is time progressing? I don't even know. What the heck am I looking at here? Just what the heck is going on? So we can do this. This is as zoomed out as we get. We can see individual blades of grass, or one hillside. And then I can waz it around. This is a pretty good sized map, though. That's a good size, I think. We got little plots. We can purchase territory. Okay, interesting. Purchase territory to expand. Abandoned territory to decrease upkeep. That's fair. Oh, and here's time. Okay, so I can pause time. Effects. There are no effective effects. Okay, that's good, I guess. So we want stone and fish and trees. Doesn't really tell me like explicitly what's in each thing. There's a nice little forest there. Hello, JM. Welcome in. Guess what we're playing? I think I'm gonna go. Oh, I mean one of these two for sure. Or do we start like over here? I couldn't start like on the water. It's interesting. I wonder if we can like occupy all of the plots. Okay, this is what we're doing. Mineral deposits were discovered nearby. Yes? How do I tell? Is it these? What am I looking at? Playing Royal Foundation. We absolutely are. Want any tips? I'm not great, but I've played it. Wouldn't be too far from water. Yeah, I mean, we just bought... I bought the one that's like closest to water, right? Now I'm all... Yeah, here we are. Here we are. I didn't see any plots that were like on the water. Okay, so I'm gonna... okay. Advice, placing your village center added. Okay. Now that I decided where to settle, I have to establish a village center. Okay. Build. Village center. Hooray. Oh, we're like... Is this... Oh, it's just a point. Okay. Okay. Today's sponsor is rocks. I think we're gonna use a lot of rocks today. Deposits only show when you research them. Interesting. I just got chocolate all over my shorts. Oh no! Or hooray, depending on how tasty you like your shorts. Okay. I mean, village center is just gonna be like here, right? Build. Okay. Hooray. Nothing to report. I guess that's good. Can't be destroyed. Okay. Cool. So it's some boxes. Got it. This is the last stream before Chowcation. Yes, I will be off next week. So we're doing, yeah, today is the last one before I take like a week off. Let's see. Organizing work. Your people would like to help you settle down. Okay. The second piece of advice comes from a young enterprising villager. Rather than simply letting everyone fend for themselves, she suggests you organize laborers in workplaces. Builders in their workshops, woodcutters at their lumber camp, etc. Okay. So here's a workshop. Village aspirations. Oh my dear. Okay. Okay. And we have a workshop. We have workshop. Place a workshop. Okay. Jeez. I don't know. I don't know. We're kind of just going for it, right? Build. Are they... Well, we're not paused. Okay. Okay. It was a good dark chocolate dang, but it came on one of those hot chocolate sticks and I broke a big piece off it and fell. Oh, dang. Dang. I love me some good dark chocolate. I know it's a very divisive thing, right? But I do like it. Assign a new builder. Okay. Oh, and we got all our people. Albold in Alta Festa and Aubin in Ducellen and Guinor and Jacopucio, okay, and Michaelino and Omidia and Fippin and Prothod. Jeez. Okay. And they're all gonna have their stat sheets, right? But do they have stats? They just have needs. Okay. You're all just people. Okay. So you and you. We'll start with 2. How about that? Can't have 3. Build a lumber camp. Okay. I can do that. Lumber camp. And I assume build community. Well, no, you go away. Paint. Interesting. Produces wood. Okay. I'm gonna put this like over here. Presumably. Build. Yes. As long as you come back at some point, I'll always be back. Don't worry about that. Oh, we can name them. We could name them. That's true. It does zoning, so it just needs to be near-ish to the trees. Okay. Yeah, it looked like if I got too close, then it would actually take out trees to place the lumber camp, which I'm sure is not what's intended. Okay. So who wants to be? If you want a profession, then let me know, and I'll rename a villager for you. So far we have workshop and lumber. First extraction zone. I'm gonna be, okay, paint extraction zone. So we're just gonna chop all this down, right? And I can't paint outside my territory, got it. My favorite thing about this game, I know it's sad, is the way paths look very carefully and you'll see. Okay. I mean, it is just kind of naturally figuring it out, right? I know on the Steam page, one thing it mentioned was that there's no grid, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's just, they're just deer pathing it. That's really cool. Gathering food. We got a forester camp and a gathering hut. What's a forester camp? Plants trees. Okay. I noticed, so this game got bundled with Timberborn. Already noticing some similarities with Timberborn. I wonder if they're the same people. But we definitely want a gathering hut, right? And then here's the berries. Can I rotate? Hold control to rotate apart. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll do like this. Build. Makes a nice change to those really old school games where you have to draw all the roads. True. Fits with the medieval aesthetic. Yeah, I mean, I like any time the game just kind of figures things out for you. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I like Dwarf Fortress so much, right? Is because you only have so much control over things, and the rest just kind of extrapolates from that. I think it's really cool. Okay, so we're making our thing. Guess we can speed that up a little bit. Come on, Michaelino. There we go. So now we're gonna have a pair of foragers. You're all doing your thing. Oh, but I need to like extract. I need to mark it for extraction, don't I? And then we'll have to like reforest as well. Interesting. Slight DF vibe with individual villagers. They don't have the same level of detail, but do start to specialize and have individual needs. Okay, interesting. I mean, literally no game ever has the same amount of detail as Dwarf Fortress. Which is part of why I like Dwarf Fortress just holds a very special place in my heart for that reason, right? People would like to help you settle down the town. I did that. That's fine. Needs and happiness. Oh, duh. Click it. Now that you have organized your laborers, you can see to their needs and happiness. Make sure they have access to fresh water and housing. As for food, you will need people to store and distribute berries they collected. There will be good. Got it. So we need... Geez. Oh, can do that. A granary? Geez, this is gonna get wild real quick, isn't it? I can rotate. Produces great berries? Does it produce berries or does it grow berries? Oh, it's a gathering hut. I need a granary. Got it. Okay. Nope. I'll figure out the buttons eventually. Hold control. Do like this. Assign a new transporter. Assign berries to a granary. Okay. I assume we'll assign a transporter to the granary? I will say, though, I don't have many hours in this. I did like the first 3 levels of upgrading the status of the settlement. Interesting. I mean, that's fair. Surely you know more than I do. Well, Dwarf Fortress streamers like you, that you have such joy for the game and pull out those stories in depth. Yeah, I mean, it's just so good. So excited for them to bring adventure mode out of beta officially. Agreed. So Tody can finally start working on more of his roadmap. Agreed. That I know he's been dying to get back to doing. Yeah, I mean, Myth and Magic. Myth and Magic, please. But I'm also just very excited about adventure mode kind of being complete again. I'm honestly just waiting for. Oh, we need stone. We need stone for a granary. I'm thinking once we get the whatchamacallit, the quest log, I think that's gonna be when I go hog on it. We'll just put it like right here. Sure. I'm gonna assign third builder, since building is a thing we do. They're working on it, I guess. But we're getting. I mean, we have stuff. We have stuff. Have you rotated? Have you rotated through the bigger menus? Might not have unlocked them yet. Next to the cup. Book. Buildings. Okay, interesting. Resources. Interesting. Oh dear. Okay. Your trade routes. Kinstone Abbey, Davenport, Middle. Oh, allied with labor, clergy, kingdom, clergy. Interesting. Interesting. Others. Oh, I see. Let's do 2. Could put 5 in there. I don't think we need quite that many yet. I'm sure we're going to, though. Myth and Magic is going to be such a major change to everything that people do, because I have a feeling he's going to give more power to elven druids. That's true. Allow a magic school, if you will, for them to study and teach spells. Wishful thinking, I think, I mean, who knows what's going to be in like the first wave of things, right? But teaching is a thing that he definitely wants to do. Definitely made the Necro Towers more formidable, yeah. Producing resources, okay. We still have, I mean, we'll get everyone to work. I mean, I remember, who knows how much of this is still his intention, but I know that he was talking about like library knowledge being tied to like a tech tree kind of a thing, such that it would like dwarves are actually discovering technologies, and those technologies have some tangible effect in what's going on. So I imagine magic would be the same kind of thing, right? It's like you can develop a magic and then teach that magic to others. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. I only need 5 rocks. How long does it take to make 5 rocks? No resources to extract. Excuse you? But why? No, why? What did I do wrong here? Let's destroy. And then, so it doesn't need to be. You said the extraction zone. Nope, I sure didn't. Okay, that's the thing, isn't it? I don't know if this needs to be like there. Yep, that was the thing, wasn't it? Oh well, I probably wasted some resources there. Myth and Magic is part of the roadmap on the Dwarf Fortress website. Excellent. feel like doing a tech tree would be something that would piss off a large portion. I don't know if it was like a literal tech tree, but it was like he was likening it to a tech tree, where like there are technologies and like some are required before others, kind of a thing. But it was specific to just magic, maybe a little less annoying. I mean, I have faith in him. He'll figure it out, right? Can I grab the linky and share the linky to the roadmap? You can share it in the Discord, but by default, you don't have permission to post links in the chat. But you could, I guess you could have all faith in him too. I know, right? I just let him cook. I mean, in theory, they're working. They're doing something. Do I have more people now? Or are we just accumulating people? No, you're just not doing anything. You're a builder, okay. Maybe let's remove one builder and make them a miner. Maybe. Finishing up. What? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So you can't just immediately reassign people. I guess that makes sense. And see, I'm still not seeing... Oh, they're just immediately going over to here. Okay, perfect. Perfect. It's all working. It's all working. I think new people just rock up. That's fair. Well, it made some allusion to like my first immigrant wave or something, right? I guess we'll see. Yeah, how is everyone today? I'm doing pretty good. A very, very chill Saturday so far. Okay, so then you need one more rock. One more rock, please. Here it comes. Yeah, that's cool. I like that they're just figuring out their paths. Okay, builder is assigned, so it's gonna work. Cool. Cool. So I'm curious, like how quickly we go through our food. What's tracking? I don't know. Oh, interesting. Ongoing construction, missing resources construction, no workers assigned. Interesting. Storage full. Okay. I like that little thing. All right. So I need to assign a transporter, right? I'm gonna take one. I mean, we have a bunch of logs at this point, and you're probably full anyway. So I'm going to unassign a worker. I'm going to assign the berries. And once you're done... How long does it take to finish up? There you are. Transporter. Cool. Housing insufficient. That didn't take long. I mean, we don't have housing. Not too bad. Taking it easy. Went to see a play for someone's birthday earlier this evening. That sounds cool. Yeah, we're going to a friend's birthday party tonight after dinner. Indeed. I'm excited for that. That should be fun. There'll be a bunch of people I don't know, so that's cool, but we'll figure it out. Defining residences. Okay. Buy a new territory, paint a residential zone. Interesting, okay. How do I purchase territory? Okay, so yes, there are all these little bits. Of course, nothing's really like flat, is it? What do I want in a residential area? I'm thinking like here, maybe? I mean, we want to get some coast in here. The rest of this, like I'm gonna want to chop all this down before I build in here. So maybe let's do this. I'm gonna do this. Paint a residential zone. Interesting. Villagers can build their home in residential areas. I'm gonna say like this. I'm gonna leave the coast itself for inevitable fishing junk. And then can these like overlap a bit? Interesting. Let's do that. Oops. And they're just doing it. Cool. Do they consume wood to do this? Are they consuming my resources? They're just kind of going for it, aren't they? Residential area, desirable neighborhood. Interesting. It does take wood. Okay. So they're just gonna decide to consume my resources. Neat. Feel like close cluster. It's true. Hope the newbies are nice. I hope so too. I imagine they are. DF general chat in the Discord. Excellent. I hope you don't like total control. I mean, we were just talking about Dwarf Fortress, weren't we? I like that I don't have full control, but also the fact that they can just like use my resources is interesting. They usually don't have that kind of discretion on their own, right? Usually I'm in charge of the resource usage. Let's see. So we have 10 people. Fulfilling villager needs. Now that everyone is settling down, I have to make sure all the needs are fulfilled. Show the zoning areas visibility layer. Okay. Zoning. Okay, cool. Oh, and there's gonna be like the SimCity kind of overviews. That's kind of cool. Build a well. Those are important. Well. Do I... Provides water. I assume... I mean, it's gonna want to be next to, like, the city center, right? We'll do like this. Build a market that has a market stall. Market. That's gonna be like over here. Market stall or market tent? Oh, okay. Sells food resource types to the villagers. Adds 20 to the capacity attached to building part. Interesting. Okay. What? Oh, I see. Okay. I'm gonna go like here. I guess. What made you pick Foundation for today's stream? It was just on the list and Fancy's Base Builder. That's basically it. It's different from the last things we've been playing. And it's been on the list for a while. I know that you've mentioned it a couple times. So every time I pick a new game, I kind of look at that list and and think about what I want. And I've like debated this game a couple different times. So I felt like now's the time, right? I think now's the time. Assign a new market tender. Assign berries to the market stall. Okay. So we need a person. So now, can I look at I can look at all of my people, right? I'll look at all of my people and sort them by job. So I think I'm gonna say you are no longer a miner, but you're going to be a market tender. There we go. That's a nice way to do that. And you're probably still waiting for your other job to finish or something, right? There you go. No, not you. Last thing like this was probably Timberborn, right? Because after Timberborn, we did Dyson Sphere. And we did Dyson Sphere for a long time. Berries, there we go. Perfect. Do these... We can dismiss these, okay, cool. Housing insufficient. Well, get on that. I guess we want to like harvest this wood too, right? So I'm just gonna paint extraction. I mean, this whole thing's gonna go away, right? This shall all become industry. So we probably want another lumber camp closer? Maybe it's fine. Encouraging immigration. We have to make sure the village has everything newcomers need to immigrate. Assign a job to everyone. We have done that for sure. Raise happiness to 75. So we're losing out on food and housing. But I mean, we have berries, right? That just needs to be consumed. Working fine. Yeah, okay. So then you're gonna buy stuff. So they all have like their own individual. Like, is actual money changing hands? It says they need to buy food from the market. Like, do the peasants need to have money? Slow down, Saruman. Look, we need to expand. I already have housing insufficiencies, right? There's only so many places I can put the houses. We're slowly gaining on our happiness. Unable to find a house close to my workplace specifically. Interesting. Pretty high percent of your territory is impassable cliff. I know, it's like this awkward starting area, right? I mean, which way do we want to expand? I guess that's maybe the question. Because we could expand down this way as well. But if we can, I mean, like, we could get a bunch of houses up here, right? All these terraces and stuff. I assume these are rocks we can harvest. Rocks we can harvest. These look like berries. Right? I can't know for sure until I've taken over the land. Or how would I tell? How would I even know? Important stuff, yeah. I mean, like, this is a really nice cliff hill area, right? I also like this area over here. This nice little peninsula. Oh, and then, like, we're gonna have to build bridges over here. Like, that's gonna be fun to expand into. And then, like, over here, there's a bunch of air, like, this is all just flat. we're up to 70. Feel like we just need... Do I just buy another spot? Like we're getting to the point where it's actually going to cost upkeep. Mineral deposits are present. Okay, so it tells you before you buy it. It doesn't say, like, tell me the stone. I'm assuming those mineral deposits are going to become important quickly. Well, like, this doesn't give me any more territory for buildings. This tile gives me the minerals and basically nothing else. I guess we could, like, put more housing out this way. Tough decisions, I know, right? Well, like, early upkeep is kind of a thing to be careful about, right? Presumably. Maybe we will just put some houses up here. We are clearing out this wood area. Maybe that's all we need to do. I assume we can also, like, unresident areas, right? Or tell them that an area is no longer for residences, presumably. Let's just do that. Oops. Keep right-clicking to get out of the painting. But that will that'll take out 5 unhappiness, right? And get us to our goal. And overlap areas. I'm getting a lot of Timberborn from the mechanics here, just off a cursory glance, right? The way happiness works, and the way the zones work. A lot of this feels very Timberborn so far. Do we have any buildings we haven't used yet? We've done Builder's Workshop, we've done Granary, Market. We haven't done Forester Camp yet. Stonecutter, Well, Gathering Hut. Yeah, okay. There. Are you happy now? Like, how many people don't have housing? Can I just tell? Oh, it's going up. Okay. Army, progression, economy, resources, buildings. Oh, there we go. We got it. Okay, cool. We're good. High happiness of your village has attracted newcomers. There are other factors that help raise the immigration rate. Keep an eye on them if you want to grow your village. Okay. So now we have high immigration incoming in 6 days. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Profiting from trade. A business-minded villager suggests you establish a trade route with your closest neighbor, Northbury. This will let you sell resources for profit and buy the ones you can't produce. You should start with planks since Northbury needs those. Okay. And that's done from here, right? Or... build a warehouse. I see. Oh, a sawmill. Okay. Acquire warehouse in the book. Oh. Book! Progression. Oh, geez, okay. Quiet, busy, flourishing, lively, thriving. Interesting. Okay, so we need a warehouse. Oh, there's fishing. We have money. I'm gonna just go ahead and unlock fishing. Because I know that that's gonna be a thing, right? Part must be in the water. Interesting. Does it matter which part? this. Huh. Okay. We'll call that good. Can you see the villagers are starting up to specialize and level up tasks? Oh, interesting. Are they really? Oh. Oh, are you immigrants? We got 2 more immigrants, I think. Oh, I see. Woodcutter level 2. I see. Builder level 3. Market tender level 1. I like it. I like it. Are they upgrading a house? There was a house there. That's interesting. Authorize housing density upgrade. Oh geez, house density 2. Interesting. Okay. Okay. And that's getting built. And then we also needed a warehouse. Right, and that's gonna go somewhere. Maybe the lumber mill is first. Lumber camp sawmill. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna say this goes kind of over here. I think, well, eventually this is gonna go away, right? We're gonna chop down all this lumber. How do I want to do this? Maybe sawmill. Yeah, screw it. Well, sawmill will go here because there's plenty of more wood over here. I assume. I don't really know what these red circles mean. Let's do that. And then we want a warehouse. The warehouse will go here. Sure, why not? I guess. Might need an extraction zone for fish. That would make sense. We also need a fisher person. Extraction? Does this extract the fish? I'm also assuming that, oh, there they go. Oh, they're going all the way out. Okay. They might not need a zone. They just go find the fish. That's pretty cool. Okay. We have 1 unemployed villager, and we have 2 more. Now we have 3. Okay. So let's do. I'm gonna say 1 more woodworker, or woodcutter. We're gonna want someone for the sawmill. Monthly report, upkeep -1. Interesting. Lord Unknown. Missing resource for construction. We are needing planks. We need planks to make the warehouse. Of course we do. We're waiting for this to be made. Or it is made. We just need to put a person there. If this is gonna be our trade good, then let's do 2 of them. So I'm sure we're gonna need to use them as well. Now we're down to average immigration. Interesting. They give you a drop down for title. I guess it's binary lord or lady. That's true. I didn't even look. Where even was that? Here we go. No, it's just Lord. It's literally just Lord, as far as I can tell. Or oh, here we go. Yep, just Lord and Lady. Whatever. If only there were another word. So we're gonna need a granary, or can I can put more than one thing in here, right? I can put fish in there. And then you only do one at a time, so I need a second market stall? Is that how that works? Or no, same market. Do I make another market, or do I just make another stall? Edit building. Oh, here we go. Food stall. Interesting. Interesting. Of course, the 9 binary is liege. Oh, that's fair. I accept this. And then you will be fish. Or no. Oh, it's gonna be the same. That's interesting. I just immediately go buy some berries. So I'd have to make another market? Is that how that works? Let's do like here. It's 20 the capacity. Interesting. Do it like this. Okay. I look forward to understanding why everything I'm doing right now is wrong. Because I'm sure it is. Missing raw materials. We've used all our wood. We've used all the wood. It probably doesn't help that our little thing is so far from the resources now. So I'm gonna build another choppy station. Resources. I'm just gonna put this like here. And then disassemble this one. Right. Yeah. And then presumably prioritize, that's cool. Yes, we're just we're low on logs. Got it. Or can I even? Oh, that just takes tools. That's good. The lumber camp doesn't require logs. That would kind of suck. The people who are woodcutters just automatically found their way here. So that's cool. Stop spoiling watching you figure it all out. Whatever. I'm sure I will run into issues in like 30 seconds. Okay, so then your warehouse is good. Okay, perfect. So you're gonna assign planks, right? Used for storing and trading resources of type blah. We need a transporter. Oh, look. More people. Building another house. Very, very good. I should also mark all these trees for extraction. Because then we can house into there. Okay, so... Right, accept, refuse, stock maximum, empty stock. Okay. Okay. I have to prepare a trade route to benefit from exchanges with neighboring villages, unlock a trade route to trade planks, allow the sale of planks from the trade resources tab. So is that from like over here? We can sell planks. Yeah, okay. Interesting. So 3 gold for planks to Northbury. But the other ones aren't going to buy planks. Or I guess Kingstone Abbey is going to, but for the same price. But it takes planks to unlock the trade route? Okay. So we'll wait until we have 20 planks to buy the ability to trade planks. Cool. I guess this should also store wood, right? Because then it can just be chopped into, or it can be sawed right there. I think that makes sense. We still have 3 unemployed people, which I find kind of surprising. Oh, but these got made. So you need another person? And you... Like, I can only... Or no, I can assign 2 resources. Okay, just once it's made. Okay, so I'm gonna remove... Well, we'll want this at some point anyway. Okay, that makes sense. So now we can have people buying fish and berries. And that's gonna help our happiness. In theory. We have 1 worker unassigned. Your storage is full. Oh, so you're not gonna be doing anything. So you need to store stone. And then you're like, you need transporters to ferry things back and forth. Which will happen any moment now. There you go. Oh, you grabbed all 50 all at once. Wow, you're just hauling 50 stone. Cool. That helps. No workers assigned. Oh, it's for this place. That's fine. Now we're cooking. We are cooking. And now you are full. Full of berries, but we also have a bunch of berries here, so that's actually probably fine. Right? We're up to some planks. Let's add one there. Could probably do with another transporter, right? And then you only take one fisherman. That seems to be plenty so far. We just want another miner. Yeah, it's that. Okay. So what's our third food resource gonna be? Can I just go progression, bridges, butchering, will obviously be good. Do we have... Produces boar. Do we have to find boar? Or do you just put down a hut and boars materialize? There's some more berries over here. What did that trade route take? 20. Okay, so we can unlock the trade route. Perfect. It has levels apparently. Higher levels allow for bigger volumes. Okay. Allow sale of planks from the trade resources tab. For trade, yeah. Resources, okay. Okay. It's in here somewhere. Oh, that just like unlocked a whole bunch of things, didn't it? I have planks. Where are my planks? There they are. Track, stockpile, favorite. Not available to buy. Sell all above the value. Oh, okay. So I want to like keep... I want to keep like 20. There. Okay. Done? In theory, that works. Improving a trade route will allow you to trade larger quantities. Oh, look, a bunch of people. Can upgrade a trade route once you buy and sell enough resources from a specific village in a single month. Okay. Come to you a light-hearted woman announcing she and her folks would like to thank you for your hard work. It's true that you made great strides already to administrate the village. She suggests, you build a manor house and a great hall. This will let you enact mandates. Okay. 4 newcomers request an audience. Oh, that's just, there you go. Oh, what are you? You a trader? You're a trader! Trader from Northbury. Okay. You're just walking through. I mean... And then you continue on. That's kind of interesting. I mean, in theory that worked, right? Missing raw materials. Oh, because we're out of... Are we out of log skin? No? Not quite. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. What are we working on now? We need a manor house. But what's this trade route doing? What that trade route doing? Oh, here we can just look at all the stuff. This month, trade. So we haven't sold anything yet. Is that what that means? Trade sold 0? Yeah, okay. Okay, so now we're over 21. I want to see it actually, like, go. But in theory, we're gonna sell some planks. We'll see if that actually works. We have a lot of stone. But we need more wood. We're gonna be needing a lot of wood. As is tradition. Oh, and look at this, wow, jeez. Is that from the trader coming in? That's, wow, interesting. Okay. Where are you gonna put your manor? I have no idea. I was thinking kind of maybe up high. How big is it? Unclear. Let's say territory. I mean, if I buy this tile, we'll get the minerals, and then I can put something like up here. Can they? Do they have a hard time with these cliffs? Can they? I'm assuming they can't just traverse all these cliffs without just on their own. Manor is modular. Interesting. I wish I'd known that. You put down the main building and then add extensions. Okay, so that's kind of like the market stall. Looks like it was the same thing. I'm gonna buy this. That at least keeps us kind of contained, right? I do want to put it like right here though. I just don't want to, I don't want to lose the trees. Okay, so you got down to 20. Okay, excellent. Cool. So now if I go to our economy, right? We have sold 11 planks for 33 gold. Perfect. Perfect. So that means we're gonna be needing trees forever, right? Like we're chopping down a bunch of trees here, but we're gonna want to start planting them soon too. I might do another. When we have unemployed people, so let's do another lumber camp like up here. Just to like get this, and then we'll build here. But now we have a bunch more room for houses. Like this can all be residential. Right. Do you have any areas you're reforesting? Not yet. I was just thinking about that. Like what I want to reforest, like this little valley area here. Looks like it could work. But I kind of want this area for town. Well, geez, we got people. Let's assign the people. Happiness 100%. Look at that. Love to see it. Maybe a couple more transporters. Oh, I wanted to look at. That's right, butchering. Let's just do it, right? Oh, food production. Okay. Hunter's hut and butchery. Produces boar. I'm curious what do these zones mean? What do these little orange blobs mean? Oh, I see. Boar is in woods. So we need to maintain some forest for the boars. So maybe this will be like our boar area. Or even like this. I mean, there's so much wood over here. Maybe this will be like our permanent forest area. So I'm gonna put hunter's hut here. And then hunting zone, okay. So then this will all be for hunting, except I can't hunt outside my territory. Okay. So maybe I need to buy this. We are now busy, hooray! So we'll say this is for hunting. All right, and then we got a bunch more people, hooray. Hunter's hut ongoing. Okay, cool. So that's gonna happen. And then I want to build a butchery, which is gonna be back towards the middle. There's like entrances on multiple sides. Interesting. Interesting. Not sure I totally understand. Oh, that's okay. Jeez. So then this is going to become meat. You are also going to store meat. We have a lot of berries. So we could add a market tent. Right? Yeah, okay, there we go. And that increases how many berries can be stored there. That's kind of cool. No workers assigned to you, so now you're gonna want a worker. Cool. Jeez. Well, fish and berries seem to be doing fine. We have a bunch of planks. We're about to sell some more planks. Yeah, cool. We sold some planks. Get some more rock going. We should have another builder. There we go, hunter's hut. Now you are a hunter. And then now someone's gonna have to build the butchery. Right, waiting for workers. Assuming they'll be able to just figure that out. Prosperity of village is increasing as a measure of performance that can be influenced by multiple factors. Cool. Newcomer. Hooray. Should just take him a while to chop down all those trees. Yes, okay, so we unlocked clothing and tavern and farming, oh dear, stonemason hut. Upgraded versions of all these things, bailiff office, oh dear. Contractual wage edict, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Decrease the cost of every mandate, decrease the time of every mandate, huh. Interesting. So our trade is taking care of our upkeep by quite a bit, so that's a good sign. Look at all these people. We're already up to 30 people. Holy cow. So now we want to butcher. Cool. And then we'll start making meat. And then someday this will... I wanted to make a tent. Did the tent not happen? Cannot build. Requirements have not been met and our upfront cost can't be paid. Place a required number of pieces categories as market stall. I have 3 stalls. Turn on interior access. Connected to entrances are highlighted in green. Interior access without entrances are red and cannot be... What? Does it need cloth? No, it says wooden... Oh no, it does say cloth. But I have 5 cloth. I have what it needs. There it goes. Okay. it was just taking its time. Okay. I mean, everyone's going for it. This whole area is getting cleared out pretty nicely. I mean, we have 2 boars. We are producing meat. Okay. Ooh. Hello, people. And now there's meat here. Perfect. Perfect. So let's do 1 more butcher. Hunter's hut can only have a person. But we'll just let that go. I mean, there's all sorts of resources we have nothing of so far. Like this. Do I just do it? Do I just plow through this? Oh dear, okay. I spent a lot of money acquiring territories, that makes sense. Territory upkeep, that's all fine. But I mean, we made 153 gold just by selling planks, so that's pretty cool. We're missing raw materials. Here, I presume. You're hunting? Okay. We're making more houses. I think we're doing okay. We're way full on rocks. I don't want to just like blow through all of my gold, right? Sheep farm, weaver hut, tailor workshop. Farming, wheat farm, flour bakery. Goods market. Fulfill various mandates, okay. At the Great Hall. Where's Great Hall? doing a harassment training at work, and OMG, this thing says it's only an hour, but it takes like 3 to get done because they don't let you skip a damn thing, of course. Like one of those, like just a little online training thing. I had to do those things in like a, like for like HIPAA training. And it's, yeah, it's like pulling teeth. We have meat. Look, we have meat. Oh, did I actually mark this as being? No, I did not. That's, jeez. That's gonna get me every single time. Every single time, I'm gonna forget that step. Oh well, we can just speed up a little, right? Bloop, bloop, bloop. So we're good on berries and fish. We have boar and meat. They'll figure out their housing. We have space for housing. Not too worried about that. We can extract these as well. It's all HIPAA training too is another added problem. Gotta love working healthcare. Oh yes. Yes, yes, yes. Can I see like the throughput on our industry? Is that a thing? Buildings, villagers. How's your job? My job's fine. My job's part-time, so it's much less rigorous. I will say that. But my previous job, I definitely remember having to do like the online HIPAA training, and it was, yeah, it was fun. I'm trying to think of like the last. We're just full on stone. I kind of want to buy the stonemason hut just so we can start turning those into polished stone. Even though I don't even know when we're gonna start using those. Like all these things are gonna start requiring, like sheep farm and wheat farm are gonna require space, right? Which is not necessarily a thing that we have a bunch of. Newcomer request an audience. Okay. So now this is finally getting chopped down. I think. So we still haven't actually made a forester, right? Forester camp. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna plop a little forester in here. Right. Little arrows are interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna say forester build. I'm gonna say reforestation happens all through here as well. Basically on this side of the road. I wonder how close to the buildings they can reforest. But then we'll also extract as we plant. Does that make sense? I don't know. We'll see. So Mason can make statues. Oh, that's cool. Yes, so I want a forester. We have a lot of unemployed people now. Oh, interesting. Oak, poplar, pine, sycamore. Interesting. I wonder, is there any actual functional difference between those? I wonder. Okay, so this is finally getting chopped down. Let's do this. Add a sub-building. Great Hall, free build. Build without functions, interesting. Cannot start construction because construction requirements have not been met, so I need to... So does it need to have a Great Hall? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Rustic Hall, Rustic Tower. House functions for your monument. Okay. Interesting. Oh dear. There's a lot going on here. Interactive location. Visitor location. This place is where visitors patiently wait until you decide to hear them. Okay, so yeah, okay. So I'm gonna make a nice little cliffside manor. And then you can just snap these on. That's cool. Okay. So I'm gonna say like a little tower here. And then a door on like this side. And a chimney somewhere. That's interesting. Okay, and then right, I assume they wait outside. Okay. Let's see what that does. We successfully harvested all that, and oh geez, they already planted a whole bunch of trees. So I'm actually gonna get rid of this one and move it down here. Lumber camp. We'll put it like up here. Build. And then all of this will continue to be harvestable, except for I'm going to remove this. We're almost up to our max. Do we have a maximum amount of gold we can have? So that means I want to spend some. And this all looks cool. I don't know that I have... I feel like I want to figure out more of what I'm doing before I start beautifying everything. Tavern is probably useful though, right? And stonemason hut. Let's do that. Stonemason hut. I guess... Because the warehouse that's storing is over here, but that can be changed. Maybe we'll say stonemason hut goes there, and we'll have a different warehouse. Or there's tavern. I'm gonna put another warehouse here. And that's gonna be for stone stuff. Mandates. My lord, here's a list of mandates to which your bailiff or sometimes yourself could oversee the completion. Discuss a levy. Promote villagers to higher status. Interesting. Dwarf looks scary AF. A little bit. The metal flail is a bit intimidating, I would agree. Interior access. Villagers can enter buildings from any connected entrance. These entrances can be on different buildings. As long as buildings connect with the interior access, any connected door can lead to any combined room. Interesting. Gotta scare people somehow. Some workplaces require villagers of higher statuses. Once a villager's needs... Oh dear. The villager's needs have been fulfilled for the first time, promoting to the next status will be unlocked for all. Okay. Note that you first need a manor house with a great hall to promote your people. Managing taverns. We should make a tavern. Berry brewery to brew berry brews. Public lounge to welcome customers. Service counter to distribute drinks. Wow, interesting. So there's gonna be a bunch of these kinds of modular buildings. So tavern center we put here, right? And then I want to add a brewery at least. Holy cow. Interesting. Do you have problems letting people into your life, Z-Dwarf? And these are resizable rooms. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say... What do they cost different? They cost different too. And have different upkeeps. Wow, okay. On different brewer capacity. Interesting. I'm gonna say a thatched cabin. And then I feel like there's rotate part, delete, rescale part vertically. Huh? Whoa, okay, what? Okay. Interesting. I assume that increases its cost and its upkeep and how many people can be inside of it. Wow. Wow, okay. I'm gonna go with just the small version for now. And then chimneys are decorative but increase upkeep. That's neat. I'm gonna do it anyway. Service entrance, welcoming entrance. Interesting. Skyscraper brewery, no kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna do an entrance there. Visit place where visitors patiently wait until you decide to hear them. And I'm also under the impression that thing can be added to, right? Like let's just start with the brewery. So then this is all, well, no, not quite good. It needs more tools. We've used all the tools. our tools produced? Where do tools come from? Hello. Happiness is fine. We have a bunch of people who are unemployed. Nope. Like a close all windows, okay. Yeah, where do tools come from? I'm confused. Decide to work construction around the village. Yeah, there's a bunch of things because, or you exist, you're fine. Resources missing. You need tools as well. In the early game, the only way to obtain tools is through trading after your town reaches population of 20 commoners, which we're at 40. Tool production can be unlocked via the blacksmith. But the blacksmith. Where the heck is blacksmith? Where is blacksmith? Right. Stonemason, stonecutter, sawmill, lumber, forester. Butchery, hunter, fisher, gatherer, well. Yeah? I don't know where blacksmith is. That's interesting. Well, we can at least trade for them, right? We can go to economy, or no, resources, and then down to tools, and I want to buy until inventory reaches 10, let's say. So then they'll figure that out at some point. This is all working. This all looks fine. This all got cut. No, basically all got cut. So I'm actually gonna get rid of you. We can even say we'll get rid of this. This doesn't seem to be necessary for the fish either. Do that, and then we can say maybe a little bit more residential space. Looks like the blacksmiths need coal and iron, etc., which I don't think the village has. Okay. That's true. We unlocked minerals, or we bought a tile with minerals on it, but we don't have the ability to do anything with those yet. I'm also assuming Like, does this need to be able to store tools in order for the trade to happen? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. We have bought tools. I'm going to say that stone and polished stone go over here. And that stone is going to empty. And then you're going to need cheese. We have a lot of people not doing anything. You take a stroll through the village and look at what you have achieved. Not so long ago, this land was wilderness, but you came along and made a difference. You and your people turned this untamed territory into a respectable land of the realm. And this is just the beginning. Yes, yes, cool. New content available for unlock. Okay, we just did something. We have so many unemployed people right now. Courier is approaching your village. Oh, hi. An isolated community of fishermen are looking for a kind-hearted builder. They need help constructing a bridge which would connect their village to the rest of the realm. They have not much to offer, but they promise to share good words about your generosity among the laborers. Okay. My best builder will draw you a blueprint or let me hire someone on your behalf. Your best builder will attempt to draw a bridge blueprint for the fishermen. Okay. Or... Interesting. So we have a 90% chance to get 15... whatever those are. Influences? But a 10% chance to get 5, or a 100% chance to get 10. But this is like free. Let's do that. There we go. Hooray! Labor influence. Interesting. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Lots of numbers. There's a lot of numbers. Message from the kingdom. The kingdom recognize your efforts to establish your settlement. I am but your humble servant. Cool. We're cranking through our berries, aren't we? Is that because we are brewing? No, that hasn't happened yet. We're just eating a lot of berries, I bet. Which means we should harvest more berries. Oh my goodness. Rustic church. I want a gathering hut. Like so. I'm even gonna build like a second fisher hut, because food is good. And there's more fish over there. The berry brewery is available. No brewer assigned. We need commoner plus. So is that now we need to... Oh geez, there's a lot of... there's things happening. Jobs for the poor. Yeah. Oh, what are you... The elders, the much respected leading men and women among the region's laborers heard about your village and wished to make themselves useful for their people. They brought welcoming gifts, tools, thank you, to ease your villagers' lot and pledge their assistance. Cool. Is that who I needed? No. So I need to elevate people, right? Is that the... Where was that? Where was that done from? Tools, say no more, yes. Right, I need to elevate from From serf to commoner. Oh, all their individual happiness. That's cool. Oh, what am I? Service. Probably want like a church or something. Oh, promoting villagers. There it is. Hardworking serfs believe they are due for a promotion. Once all of its needs are met and properly filled, a villager can move on to the next status. Commoners and citizens provide to the village new ways, but have additional needs. Okay, let's get you a promotion. Okay. How so? Oh, service shortage. They need like a church, right? Faith, okay. So we need to build a church before we can brew stuff. Okay. Oh, name my village. Oh, my village. I can't just name it my village. Villageton. How about that? Jeez, okay. Villager promotions. Help of your bailiff. So do I need a bailiff first? Oh, and there's, oh, there's different tabs. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. There's a lot here. Employees commoner plus. Okay. But it's gonna take a commoner in order to do that? Is that the idea? Revise an edict, revise a labor privilege, gain influence, revise a privilege. These are expensive. Can see a little bit of steam coming out of your head a little bit. I have paused for a reason. I'm confused about the promoting thing. Like, what is the thing that I'm missing that will allow me to promote? Do I just need to? I need the service to happen before they're available to promote? Visiting commoner, elder, serf. Huh. Oh, but here, cannot promote. All serf needs must be met. So they need a church. Okay. Rustic church. You're gonna go somewhere. Maybe down over here. Thatched nave, wooden chapel windowed, wooden chapel incline. Capacity minimum 6, 45, okay. Interesting. So this is the building with all the capacity. So we'll just, oh, I can like, that's weird. You'll go here, and you gotta have a bell tower, right? Gotta have a bell tower, gotta have a door. And then little, okay, interesting. Let's call that good. Cool. Now, like I can't. Right? I can't do the tavern until I have commoners. Oh, promote villagers to higher status. Okay. No villagers eligible. Got it. Pay to promote all. No. Okay, that makes sense. Splendor and estates. Splendor is a value gained by building and expanding impressive monuments of the estates. Alters your rating with the 3 estates. Interesting. When your rating with a particular estate reaches a high enough value, new content will be available. Got it. No. Yeah, we need a church. The meat storage is full. So you should get a, how do I do that? Edit, tent, like that. You should do that. We're not gonna have cloth though. I need to be importing cloth, I bet. Let's do like 5. So we'll at least have some. For your requests in audience. The fishermen are thankful for the blueprint, as a bridge is definitely going to bring their community to the forefront. As a thanks, they would like to trade a fair number of fish for some of your stones. Trade? I just gave you a bridge. How much? Accumulate 25 inside storage facilities. Current amount 100. Yeah. But I don't really need fish. Keep the fish, I don't need it. You can oh, this would be like, no, you just give me the fish. Let's just, we're good. We're good. Okay, we have 11 unemployed people, so mostly we just need to find jobs for people. I would love to promote some people once we have the chance. We can have just more transporters, that's fine. Those are just houses. You're all good. You don't actually employ anyone. And there's only 2 people working here. But is that all it needs? Like, I see someone working 2 of the stalls, right? But it doesn't seem that they care. I don't think they care. Okay, jeez. We have a backlog. Your village has caught the attention of the 3 estates of the realm, and they expect you to build monuments to their splendor. So it's gonna be like the clergy, the laborers, and the king. Okay, got it. Such constructions will undoubtedly define the future of your people, and they wonder which of the kingdom, clergy, and laborers you will oblige first. Well, we're currently working on a church. So that... already built a manor house, though. Earn blessing of the clergy by building a magnificent church. Acquire a rustic church splendor package in the book. Build a rustic church that has a stone bell tower. Well, that's like exactly what we're doing, right? Finally, by yourself in the Great Hall, you spend a few minutes of silence thinking about your aspiration of the future of your village. Providence has been good to you and your people so far, and it looks like everything is possible. We should aspire to greatness. Track a villager aspiration. Okay, skip. Okay. Villagers, consider we are prosperous enough to be assisted by a bailiff. This nominated person will handle critical tasks such as prospecting nearby deposits and petitioning the estates on your behalf. Okay. Build a bailiff office. Got it. Villagers believe we have been prosperous enough to enact an edict. Once enacted, edicts and privileges will have to be revised by the bailiff in order to... Okay. Also, we'll have to get a bailiff first. Holy cow. I'm just gonna get rid of all of those. So we need to enact an edict. Is anyone... We're still... Well, let's just wait till this is done, right? This is almost done. We're still going through all of our berries. Waiting for workers. Is that because people don't live close enough? You are waiting on logs. Are we... Did we blow through our logs? We blew right through all of our logs. Okay. So... I feel like these are too far from houses. Is that the problem? Should we do... Let's do like this. Let's say that this is all residential. Even like this will be residential. And this will be residential. Kind of spread them out a little bit. And then what else? I don't necessarily want to chop all of this down. Like I want this to be like my hunting woods, at least for the moment. So maybe I need to buy one of these tiles. The upkeep goes up really fast, doesn't it? The upkeep's just gonna keep going up. I mean, this tile's like almost all trees. This also has stone and berries. I'm gonna do this. So we have one lumber camp there, and I'm gonna make another lumber camp down here. Managing income and expenditure, everyone's favorite. Yup. I mean, at some point we're gonna have to enact a levy just so that we have income, right? I mean, we're selling these planks, but I think maybe I want to have more on hand even. Lumber camp built. Perfect. Remember to cut bonuses this year except for your hardworking liege. Yes. Jelly of the Month Club for everyone. Oh, and now I need to paint extraction. We're going to extract and reforest this whole middle area here. Yeah, just all of this. Can I make this? There we go. Aha. Ooh, okay, got it. And then we're also going to reforest all of it. Where's the pizza party on the tech tree? It's pretty late. It's after middle management. Okay, so then in theory we have logs coming in, we have sawmill happening, and we're going to continually replant all this. Okay, oh, and our church got done. Or no, it's still waiting. It's waiting on logs. Of course it's waiting on logs. Our trade and our upkeep have exactly canceled each other out. That's a good sign, right? The mod for Crusader Kingdoms 3 set in post-apocalyptic USA has renamed some of the tech tree to silly things like little Easter eggs. That's cool. See, I can click on this thing and it takes me over to a place, but I never know, like, which building does it mean? I'm assuming it means this is just out of logs. Storage full. We have a lot of stone. We should start making our polished stone. But that can just go away. What was the thing? Stonecutter camp, right? Or it's this. Duh. Because we don't have anyone to promote. Is there... Oh, you're building from back there. Weird. Well, now we have another fisher. Yeah, because we don't have commoners. Got it. This is almost done. Very, very nearly done. There we go. Cool. Church. Weekly attendance, okay. Well, we already have more people than this can fit in a week, jeez. Ring frequency weekly, okay. Hilarious. Just ring them, okay. Whoa, you can sit. Why? Hilarious. Why? That's an absurd amount of customization. I appreciate it, but geez. Courier requests an audience. Word of your villages, the first church have reached the clergy. They appreciate your dedication to the faith and thus hold you in high regard. Hooray. So now, may I promote? Yes. Sort by, I don't know. Promote to commoner. How do you decide who to promote? Builders' needs must have been met for eligibility. Those promoted will have new needs: entertainment, goods, and housing. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna promote someone who's doing something else really well, right? You pay, but I mean, who do I pick? So I'm gonna say, like, my unemployed people, I'm gonna promote to commoners. I'm gonna start with 4 of them. Kind of expensive, but conclude promotions. So now I can have a stonemason and 2 brewers. They keep their job, but not all jobs need a commoner. Like, I'm hiring commoners specifically for the jobs that require commoner status. So if I hire someone who is a builder, I'm going to make them stop being a builder and be a brewer. Okay, so that has, this is like just a brewery, right? So now I need to like add a public lounge. The reverse of meritocracy, the people who build this village stay at the bottom. It's true. It's very true. It's the Peter principle. I mean, I could do just another thatched cabin. Public lounge capacity for 10. Okay, so then this is gonna be our hall. But can I... It doesn't like snap connected to it. I think I'm gonna do like... Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do like this. And then a welcoming entrance there. There. Sounds like you're having a frustrating day so far. Oh, I missed a thing. I've been lurking, just spent the last half of my lunch trying to fix the footrest on my chair. The whole ass process in itself. Dang. Well, did you get it? I know how that goes. It was fine. It broke a little over 2 weeks ago, and I've been procrastinating getting it fixed, of course. Do things like... Is this stone stockpile ever gonna go away? I don't know if this is... This feels like an infinite node of whatever. Oh, yes. And then the church doesn't require staff, apparently? I guess that's fine. We are going through all of our berries, though. I guess there is a thing way over here. So let's do... I'm gonna do more... how do I... There we go. We do some residential over here. Far from everything else. And then... I don't need a stone cutter right now. I guess we could sell our extra stone, right? Maybe that's a worthwhile thing to do. I'm gonna do a stone cutter and a gathering hut. And then also a warehouse, right? Do like this. The O-rings broke, and I also found out that the screw that held the front part to the right side got extremely loose. Yeah, my chair, a lot of it's loose. I feel like it's just gonna fall apart any day. I think I need to be more careful with the rings themselves. I have a feeling pulling the rest out too quickly. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, my chair feels pretty sturdy, but you know, just being in it, like it turns out people are heavy, and just the act of being on a chair and getting in and out of the chair puts a lot of stress on the chair. I don't know, it's weird. Okay, so clearly we're okay on fish. We're working on our stone. It's ending up there. Okay. Desirability is overall attractiveness of an area of your village. Tells how interesting it is for high-status villagers to settle down in quality housing. When you promote villagers above the serf status, you'll need to improve the desirability of residential zones to allow for housing upgrades. Okay. So now we need to start making things look nice, right? So let's do that. Market Splendor? This is all hedges. Okay. Decorative stuff. Fair reputation privilege. Newcomers ignore the happiness immigration factor. What? What? Army? What? Okay, and then there's those 3 tabs, and then there's edicts. An edict slot. Merchant League. Trade price bonus of 10% from village with labor allegiance. Which is who we're trading with, right? Who are we? Allied with labor. Okay. So then we want that, right? Yes. Yes, we want that. Okay. Interesting. Well, I did unlock a bunch of common decoration. Holy cow. Of course, it's all gonna be expensive. I just spent all my money. Okay, so there's like beautification points and cost. It's 5 for 1, 20 for 2, 5 for 1, 5 for 1. A lot of it is 5 gold for 1 beauty. Let's flowers. Oop. I wanted to make more. It's shift. Can that? I mean, I can squeeze it in there. Do they just like refigure their routes if they need to? Okay. And things are happening over here. Why not? I feel like I should also sell some of our surplus stone. Just because we have so much. I'd say like over 100. Or no one wants it. No one wants my rocks. But someone does want the polished stone, okay. So let's say like, oh, but I'm going to start like accumulating polished stone for like fancy buildings. Whatever. Ha, okay. And now we need more people. Maybe I don't care about these quite so much. We'll tell them to stop for now. But then you're gonna take... No, I want a granary. That's what I wanted. Maybe it's better that they just bring them down? Oh, but they can't like make a path through the forest. They have to go all the way around. That's interesting. Huh. I thought they would have been able to just walk through. Maybe you're just gonna go away. You don't actually need to be there. Public lounge, nothing to report. Are people actually... Exchange for berries and water. Oh, should there... I mean, there... I guess the well is right there. But no one's here. What does that mean? Do we have booze. I don't know if is anyone drinking the booze? Switch function of the sub-building. Interesting. Service counter. Sells tavern resource types. Jeez. This is granular in very specific ways. Taverner capacity. Interesting. So I'm gonna do this. And let's do that. Oh, hello. Yes, we... Oh, you just want one of everything? Now, what happened here? Acquire rustic church splendor package. Isn't this... This is a rustic church that has a stone bell tower. I gave it a wooden bell tower. I see. Okay. No, I want... Clergy. I want rustic church splendor. Okay. So then I can come into here and... Can I edit the wooden bell tower? Eh? Can I just replace it? No. Can I just take down the bell tower? Oh, and then, like, you can add... Weird, okay. It doesn't seem that I can just get rid of the... Or I could. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take out the wooden bell tower and replace it with a stone bell tower. I suppose that makes sense. We need to make a bailiff office. Somehow? Manor house, tavern. Have I even unlocked bailiff office? I unlocked bailiff. Is it part of the manor? Whoops. Add bailiff office. Okay. And it can just be... don't know. They're all gonna be the same, right? I'll just do a little side office. How interesting. Do like that. Build. Okay. A house. Cool. A new tale can be heard. Revelers are rejoicing over your village's very first tavern. Yes, now that it has a service counter. Fine drinks and warm meals are expected, along with plenty of celebrations. There will be good times ahead. Very good. Assign resource. Oh, okay, berry brew. Duh. And we need a taverner. Jeez. But we have a full thing of brew here. So in theory, people can just come in and start consuming. Right? Come on. There we go. Presumably. So the brew, 16 of the brew ended up in the service counter, right? Booze, booze! So does that mean, oh look, yes, someone has attended. Someone is attending the tavern. Perfect. Interesting. Housing insufficient, but there is more room for housing. I have more area designated for housing. I just need a little larger. Bailiff office, very cool. Assigning a bailiff, assign a new bailiff, got it. Click to assign bailiff. With the new office in place comes the opportunity to nominate your bailiff. Important villager will assist with diverse tasks such as prospecting mineral deposits, courting the estates, and more. Okay, so they all have different things. Trade price with bonus of 10% from clergy. Kingdom and labor legend. Interesting. Job learning speed is increased by 10%. That's interesting. What's your standing with the church and monarchy, etc.? That's a good question. That's these, right? Labor influence, kingdom rating, clergy influence. Non-exclusivity penalty? Interesting. I think I want the job learning speed. That sounds like just a good thing for everyone. Prospecting minerals. It's in the book. Okay. Book. I mean, there's influence and rating. There's influence, there's splendor, and there's rating for all three. I mean, we're much better with labor than anyone else, but Blimey. A merchant is approaching. Interesting, okay. As opposed to the traders, which have been showing up this whole time. Yeah. Wow, this map is big. 105% happiness. Oh, the tavern's giving me like a temporary bonus? Is that what's going on? Did I just miss some people there? Kingdoms doesn't like you much. I know, yeah, the roads are really coming along. I mean, look at our planks and our wood. Very, very good. We have a bunch of booze. We have a bunch of meat. Cool. Cool. We have one ongoing construction. Do we really? Which... I mean, you don't have workers, but that's on purpose. Storage full, I think, is fine. Oh, do I need another... I need another commoner. My goodness. Mandates. Promote. Pay, right? Include. And you're gonna be a brewer. And then housing still insufficient. I think, are we at the point of needing another tile? Oh, you. Wood for the bishop. The bishop is looking to build a few chapels along the pilgrimage routes. One of his merchants noticed your woodcutter camps and wants to make you an offer. Start quest, selling wood to the bishop. Accumulate 100 wood inside storage facilities. Confirm delivery. Uh, 80% chance of negotiating worse. Okay, well. I mean, we currently have 100 wood, but like exactly 100 wood. So that's cool. Do I need to maintain that much wood? Or no, it just happened. Wood delivered. Okay, cool. Good. Why is this what opens when I want to prospect? Prospect for a mineral deposit. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I think I want that. Newcomer request an audience. Okay, so then complete the mandate, gain influence with the labor estate. Oh, so now I need to wait for the the other thing to finish. Okay, that's fine. Defining a village aspiration. Aspirations. Optional objectives that can be completed on your own terms while you manage your village. Track the ones you're interested in pursuing to add them to your list of quests. Okay. 100 citizens or more in your village. I mean, we're like halfway there. Never generate revenue from trade routes. Wow. Build a monastery, abbatial church. Okay, I mean, we're just gonna... What is my current prosperity? Is that... 500, okay, well. Cool. Require contractual wage edict in the book. Is that just the common contractual wage? Jeez, everything's so expensive. And then enact. Contractual wage. Decrease cost of every mandate, decrease time of every mandate. Sure. And then our bailiff is working on a thing. Okay, so then more decorations, right? Not that these advices don't really give me anything for completing them, right? I'm just being a completionist at this point. Common decoration, I want a wooden bench. For... I don't know. For here? A village tree. How about here? And a road sign for reasons. And a fence. I don't know. It's to not fall off the cliff. Bird song? I do love the bird songs. House is upgrading. Oh, cool. Is this like number 3? I mean, it's currently 2. Interesting. IDK. So now what? Like we're good on food, right? We're good on happiness. I think at this point we're doing book stuff. I don't have the need for a bridge right now, so I don't want to spend the money on it. I mean, cloth. We should probably do cloth next, right? And these are like... These are just nice things. Tax office is going to be good. Tavern refined architecture. Tavern wall. So some of these things are like cosmetic upgrades for existing buildings. Devoted folks privilege. Interesting. There's a lot going on here. Polished stones surplus for beer. Neighboring villages want to trade a surplus of beer gifted by the monks they are tending to. The folks are in desperate need of polished stones, which you seem to have in fair numbers. I guess I do. You want 50. And you're gonna give me 25 beer. But like that's different from... I'm doing berry brew, but I'm not doing beer. So that's interesting. So sure, I guess. We'll just let them do that. Like it's just one person working in a stonemason hut. Maybe those buildings upgrade too at some point. Sheep farm, weaver hut, tailor's workshop. I think that's gonna go down here. We should be okay. We should be. I guess. Yeah. Let's just. Ugh. I don't know what space to use for things. Let's do here. And a weaver. What are your... You go there. And then a tailor. Something like that. I feel like, and there was like an upgraded market. Am I gonna have to like redo this whole market situation? Sells goods, resources, types to villagers. Decorative part for the monument. What does that... Good stall, okay. Oh, for things that aren't food. Okay. Oh, hello. Posture check. Of course. I'm learning a video game. Why posture? Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. We're just figuring out this game. We're trying to, at least. So I'm assuming what's going to happen is we're going to do a goods stall for the purposes of clothing, right? Is that the idea? Once all these get built? And they want more housing. They definitely want more housing. They're upgrading over here. I kind of want to... I want to buy like 5 more tiles, but that's like not a good idea right now. We could chop all this down and then just move our boar situation out here. Or do actually chill in nice game. I'm liking it so far. I'm definitely enjoying it. It's an interesting combination of like granular and like we're hands off for some things, but like we're really granular for other things, and it's an interesting combination. We're chopping and replanting this whole forest in here, right? Yes. So I wonder if that means that we're better off doing boar over here. How long you playing it? I've been playing for 2.5 hours. This is my first day going into it. So this is our very first attempt at it. Yeah, 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 25 seconds. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna say I'm gonna do boars over here to kind of give our housing over here a reason for more people to exist. I guess at this point we can put more stone cutters over here. But then I'll probably get rid of this one. Destroy. And then I'm going to clear all of this land for the purposes of town, right? So I want to build a woodcutter. Right. A lumber camp right here. And then we are going to we're going to not hunt here. Instead, we will extract. Meow. Oops. That'll give us some room for activities. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have sheep farm. We have 8 unemployed people. Perfect. So weavers need to be commoners, and tailors need to be commoners. Cool. What did this? Yeah, do the thing. There we go. Beer received. We have received beer. So now we need to promote 3 more people, right? Which is mandate, open. I'm out of gold. I'm out of gold. That's cool. It happened. Can change ranch wide. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay. Finances. Fine, we're going broke. We are going broke. But we never did actually enact like a levy. So maybe now's the time for a levy. We're broke. Pay up. Summon the people of the Great Hall to discuss potential levy. Villagers don't look too happy about giving away their hard-earned coins, but you know they will pay if they have to. Yes. Having a bonus of minus 30% with village profile. Yeah. Is it just like a one-time thing? Interesting. It's just like a one-time thing. Now our happiness is way down. But I assume that happiness will go away, or like that will go away as well. Did our bailiff ever... I told the bailiff to do a thing. The prospect. Did we ever find... Did we ever find a thing? Complete mandate, gain end with labor. Start. Okay, do that. Yeah, now to fix the economy. We're selling planks. Hunter's hut. You hunt. So I want like... I mean, we made 260 off of planks. But we spent on construction, and upkeep is adding up. We were talking about promoting. Jeez, I will learn these menus. Okay, so I want 3. Right. So now you and you. And you need spawn sheep. Okay. Is that is that how that works? Okay. Hey, look, a sheep. mean, come on, don't abuse. But like, why wouldn't I, right? Is there any reason to not just have 1,000,000 sheep? Missing mature livestock. I mean, well, there we go. Okay. Sheep. Sheepy, sheepy. There we go. I mean, it's not gonna stop me from doing it. Seriously, stop. Think about the neighbors. I am thinking about the neighbors. They want sheep. Okay. So then Weaver's gonna weave. We have a warehouse down here. Maybe you're gonna be for... Or no, maybe we just want its own... It just wants its own warehouse, probably. Do warehouse. I'm just gonna plop it down. Guess we'll do like here. So many sheep. It's the perfect number of sheep. Okay, so then that will start making cloth. And you will start making clothing, common clothes. So then I'm gonna want a shop, a market stall that's selling clothes. Is that the idea? Or no. I want to go to you. I want to make a goods stall. I'll just plop it there. Like you're your own thing for whatever reason. No resources to extract. Is that you? I mean, there should be. We're claiming there are. Okay, so warehouse will contain wool and cloth and clothing. And then some people. Okay, oh, it's in progress. Good, good, good. Market changes complete. So now you are gonna do clothing. Perfect. Cool. Maybe it's the sheep, but I'm so tired. Yeah, that's fair. We'll be wrapping up here in a little bit. Yeah, thanks for coming by and thanks for recommending this game. This is quite nice. I'm enjoying this. Another person? Another person. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I will see you in a little while. I'll be, of course, taking next week off. But when we come back, I'm gonna come back to this. This is gonna be what we're gonna do. Class not his disappointment? Absolutely not. I am enjoying this. I mean, look at all my sheep. I have all these sheep. How can I be disappointed? Like, I wonder. Like, surely the sheepfold itself is doing undesirability or whatever, but I don't know if the sheep are doing anything. It kind of seems not. High fertility indicates crops can be grown there. Oh yeah, farms. We should do farms at some point. We still have 2 unemployed people. Like our housing is doing okay, actually. And we're making clothing. Clothing is happening. Yeah, cool. Cool. Okay. I don't know what that means as far as what we're doing next, though. And see, that's gonna be... Oh, because I have to mark... Duh. A hunting zone. You may hunt in all of this. There we go. Okay. That seems better. And then we got that stockpile of beer. I'm assuming... Does it need to be... Do I need to pick that specifically? Are you sure you want to... berry brew will be lost? No, I don't want to do that. That's silly. Does it need a different service counter? Or no, I go in here, and then here, and then we can add another service counter. Alright, and that's just gonna be... We just stack them on. And we'll do like this. There. Sure, whatever. No access to housing. Well, our profit is okay, right? We are technically making money. Don't know if that means we add to our territory again. The next one's going to add another 10 upkeep a month. Oh, but we were gonna chop all this down, right? We never did that. But you are marked for that. Okay, cool. Service counter built. So you're going to do beer, since we got some beer for a thing. And then our... yeah. And we do have a bunch of stone. We don't have anyone who will buy stone. We have people who will buy polished stone. Maybe that's what we need to look at is... trade routes. So we have a trade route with Northbury. They would buy polished stone. They don't have extra berries. We're doing planks. We don't have wine. We could do meat. I don't know that I have excess meat. We're eating our meat. Gold coins, gold. I don't know. Oh, iron deposit. There it is. So we do have that. Is that the only resource here? All the sheep. What's my bailiff up to? Still in progress? Oh, that's like way outside. Okay. Wait, where am I? Or no, it's like over here? Housing insufficient still and always, forever. want to leave room for other things, right? Tempted to do like we have a lot of stone. Is it all just being stored here? 100 there. Where's the rest? Track? Oh, interesting. That's interesting. I like that. That's really helpful, actually. Okay, I'm gonna make a second stone cutter. Not stone cutter, but stone mason. Can we just go... Just gonna do that. Okay. Wow. I mean, I think we've made a pretty good start here, right? Waiting for worker. How do I want to fit more people in here, more staff. I just need to make another farm itself. If I make another sheep farm here, do like they share the sheep? Sheep farm. Just like here. Does it work that way? Hi. Oh, no? Okay. Well, then leave. Shoe cat. Our stonemason. We need a commoner, of course. Promote. Sure. Do you also need a commoner? Nope. Okay, good. Courier requests an audience. Improving trade with Northbury. Excellent. Thanks to your increasing trades, a large number of folks are now looking to settle in Northbury, yet the village struggles to feed the extra workers and asks if you could send them much needed bread. Well, we haven't figured out how to do that yet. 50 bread in 60 days. Well, we can probably figure that out. Sure, why not? Creature. Creature's getting antsy. I think we're gonna wrap up here. Let's see. I want to see if this person can access the rest of these sheep. Because I will certainly forget about that before the next time we're doing this. Creature. No. They have their own. They each have their own sheep. I wish you told me how many... Yeah, missing mature livestock, okay. I wish you told me how many sheep there were. There's just sheep. Okay, I am quite hungry. So I think we're gonna save here. Save, confirm and save. Cool. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. I hope this is enjoyable to watch. I'm enjoying our chill medieval adventure here. Creature? Yeah, so, to recap, I'm going to take next week off. I'll be chilling at home mostly, but you know, sometimes that's what you do. But then come by on, not this Monday, but the following Monday, I guess. I'm gonna start back up, and we're gonna come right back to this, and we're gonna keep going. Today's episode was brought to you by rocks. Bang them together. Make buildings, yes, but also by you clicking on the buttons down there and helping me out and hanging out, enjoying the Discord, and just being around. I appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all being here and being cool and stuff and chill. So yeah, have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good next week. Come by in the Discord if you want to say hi. But otherwise, I hope you stay kind.